Hello everyone, and welcome back to Krastorio 2. This is Otaku Showboat. If you've been enjoying the series thus far, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below, and don't forget to hit that great big blue join button if you don't mind, if you're willing and able, as well as consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat as well. Speaking of the big blue join button, we have two fresh members between the last recording session and this recording session. So let's go ahead and give them their names. This one is Vicky83, as they told me they would prefer going by in chat during my stream yesterday, and this one will be... Come on, hit the correct button. Andrew Norcross. They did not tell me that they wanted a different name. So there we go. Folks who are members. All of these, I'm pretty sure, are all members. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at this moment in time. Let's try to get that up to like 150. That would be great. That would be fantastic if I could get that number up to something around about 150. Would make my remaining of my lifetime fine. Would make me livable going forward. Anyway, I am getting rid of these requests for my inserters right now because, as it turns out, I now actually have quite a few of the inserters that are the superior variety. So I will request my superior inserters as well as the superior long inserters, and we can have a look at these guys here, superior long and superior regular. Shift L to change what lane they are able to drop on. And they have really fast rotation speed, and they are stack inserters, so they can do 12 items at a time. And then there are the filter varieties as well. I'm actually going to limit these to 2 stacks, while the others can go up to 4. Now, the agenda for the day today, I'm also going to need to replace that. There we go. The agenda for the day today is to get into upgraded steel first, and then move on to enrichment processes. That's right, we'll be doing some copper enrichment first. Maybe iron enrichment, it depends. We don't really need the iron, but we're upgrading steel, and that's going to use our iron. Whatever excess iron we have. I also have a whole bunch of Mark III mining drills, so I can go ahead and get rid of these Mark IIs. I don't have a request for these Mark IIs, so I'll go ahead and hold on to these 150 Mark IIIs. These have a mining speed of 1, which is exactly double the mining speed of a normal Mark I electric mining drill. We also have a whole bunch of productivity modules because, yeah, we redid the production of stuff last time. Yes, I'm very specific. We redid the electronic components in particular. I have modified my electronic components, and now they output all of the components. 2 green belts, approximately, worth of the electronic components. So many electronic components, actually, that I'm now filling this up, and my trains are waiting, because I am no longer bottlenecked by my ability to have electronic components in the various factories about the place. Yay! That's fantastic. We've also, at this point, upgraded the production of the blue circuits, the processing units, and they are also filling up my bulk rail loader, but the train is very busy, so I think I will need to place another train on the blue circuits. That is going to be necessary, and we're going to be heading up in that direction anyway, so that I can work on the production slash scaling of the steel processing. Meaning I can take care of two birds with one stone on my trip up here, just as long as I don't get hit by a train in the process. Because that would be really, 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 really bad if I got hit by train in the process. Yeah, so the blue circuits are right over here, processing units, I should call them, because that's their real name. But anyway, here we go. You need additional locomotive plus wagons equal train. You need additional stuffs. You're gonna store that much stuffs on the regular. This first one's gonna be real big, real big. Blue supply depot, full cargo, and circuit condition. And you can just get going, and then I'm gonna put another with the same limits, the same, pretty much. Please, right click on that. There we go. Same everything, just get rid of that last thing at the end, and off you go! So now I have 3 trains operating. I almost got hit again. What's your limit? 1 stack? No. You are going right on back. That's not actually the limit I want, but whatever. You're going right on back, because we're changing that limit to 4. 4 stacks. By having the wagon at, like, not limited, it's gonna come back and sit here for a little bit while it attempts to fill it up, allowing me to make this adjustment. There you go. Now you're good. Now you're good, and the other trains can come in, and we can actually distribute my processing units where they need to be distributed. Now, once I go through this buffer, I probably have too many trains for the amount of stuff that I am producing. They'll have to sit and wait for a little bit. That's okay. I'd rather have more trains than I need than not enough for the given production. You don't have red circuits. Why? Oh. Yeah, that's dumb. Yeah. So, I was contaminating the lane thanks to that. Whoever commented about that, know that I did not see your comment before I've fixed it. Just know that. But I have fixed it. We are limited by the ability to get the red circuits brought in here, though, so... yeah, more red circuits and trains are required. And then right next door, here we have steel. Okay, so the thing about the steel is that I'm going to need to scale multiple things. Now, the one thing I am interested in checking is if I can beacon the greenhouses, and I can't, which is going to be a royal pain in the rear end. Okay, where are my advanced furnaces? So I need coke, and I need steel. Hello, Ollie. Hello, my Ollie. He's joined me. The Ollie. He's happy boy. Right? He's happy boy. Coming here to be on my lap. He's affectionate. Wants to be on my lap. Wants to come and sleep. Yes. You're on my lap. Hi. Hello, my boy. You're gonna slip off unless I bring my leg up there. There we go. I brought my leg up high. What was that? Something fell. What fell? Oh. Cable. Wire. Touched my foot. Okay, this does 4.5. This needs 1.5. 1, 2, 3. So that's different when I have productivity involved. So if I do productivity, that's 252. About 4. It's about 1 to 4. 1.8 to make 252. And then this will scale from here with the power of beacons. How much wood am I making out of these? 10. 667. Eh, 10.8. That's a pretty good amount. That's pretty good. I mean, how much stuff do I have here? Technically, 48. If it was all running smoothly, it would be 30. But it's not, because not enough of this, because not enough of this? Are you joking? You've gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me. Well, alright then. This is going to get scaled pretty hard. I don't like that I didn't give myself the space to build outwards to there for this, but whatever. It will be okay. I have declared that it shall be fine. This is 300. 30. 20 wood per second. To process 20 wood per second would be 12 of these, making about 30 coke. And what do you know? 50. 50 of these would process that 30. So I think I may have enough of the wood production for the plates. Especially considering it's like 150 plates and 105 steel. Yeah, that's before speed module shenaniganry. Let's see what it looks like with speed module shenaniganry. So somewhere I should have built this already, unless I didn't. I probably didn't, so we'll build this like so. Where are you? There you go. In fact, I remember now. It's I checked to see how many. It's the exact same amount as the other building. In fact, I built it here, this. Same amount, but different configuration. Meaning I could bring everything in a tile. The problem with bringing everything in a tile is that it makes it very awkward slash near enough impossible to actually do anything, get stuff in. Makes it impossible to bring inputs in. So I need to keep this outwards just by that one extra tile. So that's 16. So it's times 8 on the speed. One thing I don't like is that you need to power the building. All the beacons and such before you can get an indication as to what the actual speed is going to be. So yeah, 1. I need 1 of these to process wood and coal to give me 5292 coke. That's going to be a bit. A bit. I think that's the spacing. And then replace that with steel. And then it's going to be 3, 4-ish. 4-ish would be able to process that. But that is a lot of iron to process. Even just 1 is going to give me 44 plates out. That's going to be way more than I currently have. So I think what I'll do is I will, for now, keep it at 2. Keep it at 2. Now, this is obviously not going to be where this is going to live, because I have to get rid of all of this, basically, which I don't really have the inventory space for, but we'll have to manage. The vehicle is also full. Here, put down a chest to store that pipe, and that should give me a bit of extra inventory space to work with. Just a bit. Also throw the modules in there. I like modules. Modules are awesome, but I don't need them right this moment in time. Here, I will pick up these buildings full of stuff, because my mining speed is amazing. And then we can deal with the excess shenaniganry. Whoops. Have some electric furnaces. I don't need those anymore. I've got better varieties of furnaces. Much superior varieties. Just like I have superior chemical plants, so I don't really need to be requesting quite as many of those anymore. That's just taking up my inventory space for no good reason. Okay, then it's just cut this, rotate it, and paste it down here. Okay. This is a value greater than 60, so I'm going to keep the inputs separate. Between the wood and the coal. There's our coke. The problem is thus. This is the slightest of issues. So essentially I have to, like, do something along these lines because I need to go up and over and down. If I had deadlocks installed, deadlocks loaders, I could have the input loader right there, and it would input on the side just fine. But because I don't, and I'm using the Krastorio loaders, the Krastorio loaders do not allow for that. They don't, you can't do it. You can't do it. Now I'm just taking texts, random military texts for the sake of taking them. I did pick up mill science at some point, right? Pretty sure I did just that thing. But yeah, because I don't have to do this, and because I can't sideload, essentially, may as well keep this looking okay. So I can bring in this here like so. And there's the coke input onto these. The steel out follows the same problem, as well as the iron in. And you can start to see what some of the issues become with needing to put another input on here. We're limited to one input per side. So I will need to decide that the iron is just going to have to load in like so. And each of these takes, like, how much? Iron a piece? More than 60, so, I mean, it's not even a contest at this point. They just take so much stuff. There we go. Steel! Glorious steel. Where was this? In front of that. Da da! All the steel ever! Okay, this needs to go. I think this is the spacing. There we go. And that is significantly more steel. Now, I probably don't want to change this locomotive to be all that different than previously, because I only have one locomotive right now on, or one train going, when I should have a few more than that. Yes, stack size 400 is gargantuan. But this is worthy of additional trains to make this worthwhile. Because I need more trains. I need more flowing. At least the one more. Okay, are we limited by stuff yet? Whoops, that's not even remotely what I need. So where's the inserter for... Oh. Inserters! Hi. There you go. Enjoy some inserters. Unserting. Outserting. Oh boy. Well, that's the steel. Finished. The upgraded steel. I have been very much lacking in this for quite some time, and I'm just gonna drink a little bit of coffee here. Alright. Good. I like what I'm seeing here. Definitely a major difference. The problem is this. In the long term. Definitely more of a long-term issue thing. Just making sure I have all these belts upgraded. This guy's getting all it needs. I can't even process all of it right now. I'm making like twice as much as I need. My limit is going to be the iron eventually. Eventually the iron will limit. Like, I could add another one of these and use all of my iron plates in my buffers and just have none. I'm already likely doing that. Just off of these two. I know I could add another one and be fine with the coke. But let's do some other processes first. What this is going to do is it's going to massively speed up my production of buildings in my mall in particular. Because there's a lot of things that I have that are being limited by my production of the steel beams and steel gear wheels, as well as, you know, just steel in general is lacking as steel plates. But there is another bottleneck that's going to very shortly exert itself, and that is, or show itself, and that is the copper. That is the massive, massive amount of copper that I need. Now, what I need to check at the copper over here is how big are my buffers? Do I have buffers? A. Like, is there a buffer? No. No buffer. We are limited by the input speed of these belts. Slash the overall production. That is what we are being limited by. Which means I clearly need way more than what I'm currently producing. Also, yeah, limit the train. I would rather have some amount going out to the various locations that need it, and not have to wait forever for a train to fully load like that. Alright, second verse, similar to the first. I need this-ish. Where shall I place this? I'll also do it in reverse. It'll be here. And it doesn't need this at all. Oh, I'm in need of bacon. I need more bacon, apparently, in my life. Guess I have to go back and get more bacon to get a better idea of the copper. Now, copper enrichment is going to be a little bit different, so I'm going to need to add in a lot of stuff. We're not just going to process our copper, we're going to process enriched copper, and for that I'm going to use the advanced chemical plant to do the enriched copper. And it's going to be done productively, adding an extra productivity step to this. This is also going to make dirty water, which I could process or I could void, and I'm going to void it abso-freaking-lutely. I am going to void this fluid output here. However, I'm going to do this as well. Looks like this is about the same size as a thingy, the advanced furnace. So, okay, that's going to live there for now. I will need sulfuric acid in, just like I will need a source of water. I have the source of water, I need the sulfuric acid. I won't need coal anymore. But that's a lot of coal to have to replace, so I'm going to go and find a location where I am requesting a fluid and grab that station and place it with the proper spacing. I do need to make sure that I do that. Okay, we are better. You are going to request sulfuric acid at copper plates 1. This is copper plates 1. And we can go ahead and actually bring that sulfuric acid in. Now, I know it's been 32 minutes at this point, and I do need to get into my mall to pick up some crispy bacon. So that's what I will do right now. I will need to demolish this entire thing. Sadly. It must go. It must be destroyed. That's going to be a lot of inventory, though, so let's pay very close attention to how much stuff I'm using / not using. And that will take a little bit of time. I think as of this trip back, I am going to end off the video right about when I get into the mall. How does that sound? Let's start to wrap things up. So this enrichment process is very simple. It's just place these buildings down for the enrichment in the chemical plant with all the beacon shenaniganry to make it fast, and go from there. Then process it directly into plates, adds that productivity step, makes it a little bit better than a 1-to-1 ratio in the end, which is also really nice. That is a lot more chem plants and refineries, which is great. I will need to do what I'm doing here in copper over in iron as well, and at the rare metals, because we can do that for all 3 of those resources, the iron, copper, and rare metals, which is interesting because this is going to use hydrogen chloride. I was not quite expecting that this would use hydrogen chloride, but it sort of does make sense when you use chlorine for the production of the stuff. I can get both of these pretty easy. I mean, chlorine would need a different plant building. Need a different building for that. Maybe I won't do the enriched metals soon. Focus on something else. I can take all of that tech, just all of it, get it out of the way, get like tanks, I can get artillery, I can get uranium shells, I can get like all this wonderful, quote-unquote wonderful military tech. So I will. Now that I'm sort of out of options, without getting into the space science. This whole process is going to help me get into space science, by the way. Anyway, with that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's video and the series thus far, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below the video, and please consider hitting that great big blue join button to become an erudite otaku and turn that button gray. You can also support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able, and I will, of course, see you all on the next one.